got in touch last night when we talked about losing weight. Of course, January is the classic time to start a diet. One survey found that at the start of last year, 3/4 of adults were trying to lose weight. Does it actually work? Jennifer emailed the programme to say she had tried and failed with countless diets over many years. Is it really worth using a diet plan then, or would we just be better off not worrying about our bodies? You see, what we were talking about earlier on was buying new pecs. Just buying them. Why go on these diets? Just buy them. Natasha Devon from the educational group Body Gossip. Hello, Natasha.
Hi.
Morning to you.
Good morning.
Morning. Steve Miller, author of, here's your man, always gives me a hard time.
How you doing? You all right?
Not you. If I had known it was you, I would have kept you off. Author of Steve Miller's Slimming Secret. Do you think I'm going to put up with you 10 to 1 in the morning? But you're really thin as the last. You're going to make me eat.
How are you, mate? You all right?
I'm doing all right. Happy New Year, Steve.
And to you.
Natasha, have you been on many diets then?
Well, anybody who knows anything about body gossip knows that I actually suffered from an eating disorder when I was younger, and have kind of worked my way back to curvaceousness. So I've gone on the opposite journey to Steve, I think, who I believe used to be overweight and has now lost weight. We maybe passed each other in the middle somewhere, but we've done the same journey in reverse, I think.
Steve?
Yeah. I mean, you're right. I was fat, and I was fat because I was lazy. I was fat because I ate too much rubbish and I knew I shouldn't do. I was fat because I drank too much wine. I was fat because I enjoyed going out for dinners and eating loads of junk food. And when it came to losing it, I thought to myself, what have I got to do here? And I did try a few restricted diets, which I have to say were a disaster because they were just, it was like being in a straitjacket. So it weren't until I was able to change my lifestyle and do certain other things that the weight went. It takes a bit of time. You've got to get your head around it as well, you know.
And you're about to launch, Natasha, an internet campaign advising against New Year dieting.
That's right, yeah. Well, we actually launched it on New Year's Eve on Twitter and Facebook, and we asked our followers to pledge not to make a New Year's resolution. And we think that we've actually tapped into a bit of a national feeling here. People, they are feeling very rebellious. They feel very manipulated by, first of all, all the messages we get in December telling us we must gorge and we must binge and make the most of it while you can, because you know it'll be cruelly taken away from you come January the 1st. And now, of course, you know, everywhere you look, there's adverts for DVDs, fitness DVDs, gym memberships, diet books, diet foods, and if you take a step back and look at it, it becomes somewhat ridiculous, this awful binge purge cycle that we're caught on at this time of year, and I think the public are a bit fed up with it, to be honest.
Hold on, Natasha, all it is a point in time to start motivating yourself from. What's wrong with that?
Well, the reason that it's wrong is because it doesn't work. Otherwise, people wouldn't have to continue making New Year's resolutions every year. The vast majority of people who make New Year's resolutions aren't very, very overweight. They're just people who kind of feel that they've been manipulated into thinking that they should go on a diet.
Better to try than not try at all.
I disagree. I think it would be better. There are so many better uses of your time, Stephen, than working out the calories in a low-fat fromage frais. Think of what we could achieve.
I don't do it.
If we weren't dieting, you know.
I waste no time.
I think we have to start somewhere, though, Natasha, don't we? I think it doesn't really matter where you start and when you start. I mean, I think you're right. I mean, I'm picking up you think diets are doomed, and so do I. I don't think it's a case of when you start. I think it's a case of how you do it, and rather than doing a restricted diet where you're living on the latest lentil, then do something that's more about your lifestyle, to change your lifestyle than, you know, count the calories.
You started on New Year's Day, didn't you?
Yep, I started on New Year's Day, and I'll be strict about it. I didn't have one of your Maltesers.
No, you didn't. I offered you one.
I saw you checking the calorific content of them as well.
No, absolutely not. It says it in the packet.
It does say it on the packet, and I saw you reading it, but then I saw you eat the rest of them.
I did.
But no, I've started one, and I'll stick with it.
There stole something. But why? Why starting it on New Year's Day? Why?
It is a moment in time, and it is a memorable time. I can remember when I stopped drinking alcohol. I can remember the day exactly that was. That was just a day that I picked, and that was it. And I can always remember that day. It wasn't the 1st of January in that case, but it was a specific day. And you know, I think people do need those key points in your life, really.
I don't know. I think perhaps the mentality of that is slightly wrong, because the mistake that people make is they think come January the 1st, I'm suddenly going to start using my gym membership. I'm going to cut out all the things that are bad for me. I'm going to stop smoking. I'm going to stop drinking. But actually, you know, a healthy way to lose weight, and I'm sure that Steve will back me up on this, is to lose about £2 a week. And you don't have to make huge changes to your lifestyle in order to lose £2 a week. You can do that really gradually.
If I was to try to lose £2 a week, I'd be dead before I got to my ideal weight, for goodness sake.
I think the only way you're going to lose weight, Nolan, is if I move in with you.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Oh dear. It's a lot of pressure on people, though. And Steve, seriously, people take it incredibly seriously, and people get incredibly down about their size, and they feel like they've tried so many diets over so many years that they're never going to crack it.
I know, and that's why you know the only way to do it is through lifestyle. And like, you know, losing weight isn't just about food; it's about things such as ditching. You know, one of the things that I did when I lost to help me lose weight was get more interest and more hobbies, so I weren't just focused on eating, because we eat when we're bored. The other thing I did was I ditched people around me that I class as the drains in my life, because they depressed me so much. I was eating more, and when it came to food, all I did was 80% of the time I ate pretty well, and 20% of the time I still had some junk food.
I had absolutely no desire to see one of my best friends today. None. And all he had to do was say to me, "But you can get a lovely cod supper at our favourite chippy." And I went about 100 miles up the road. I'm not joking you.
Did you run 100 miles up the road?
Absolutely not. But this is what, if you think about what friends do on social occasions, what they do is what I do with my friends.
Eat and drink.
You go out, precisely.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
I've got a text in here. Someone's been in touch with us. Dieting, I get the best results by eating half-size meals twice as often, 8 snacks a day instead of 4 meals a day, and manipulating post-meal thermogenesis. What?
I don't even know that.
God, I don't know what that
talking
is.
about. They're talking about 8 snacks a day instead of eating.
I haven't got time for 8 snacks.
But that also means when you sit down, you actually like the taste of the food and you're enjoying it. You don't have a lot of it, so you've got to stop halfway through. That's torture.
The thing is, Stephen, are you going to do it this year?
No.
You're happy as you are?
No.
You see, where do we start with you?
I don't know.
But, you know, Stephen will do it when he's ready. Stephen, I feel like, this is Nolan now, I feel like you're tapping into the British, the feeling at the moment, because we do feel sort of cynically manipulated by the advertising industry, and it's just because it's too much being thrown at us all at once. If I see one more Special K advert, I will scream, and it's only January the 2nd.